Okay, so in this problem, let us first find out, this is an orthographic projection. We have to draw the normal front view. The question says, draw front view, top view, and side view. Okay, and now which side view you will be able to draw, whether we are going to, now I want an interaction here, because what happened, I have seen in the last lecture, very few students were there in that lecture. The interaction is very low. So this is the x direction from where we are going to view this. Okay, so tell me the maximum length, how much will be the maximum length, maximum width, and maximum height of this problem. So first we have to find out what is the maximum length, maximum width, and maximum height of the problem. So from this x direction, this 100 millimeter will be the maximum length. Okay, so this is the maximum
सर
length.
वो 10 भी होगा ना उधर बाजू में?
कौन सा 10?
वो एकदम राइट साइड में है ना सर?
Yes, yes. But I think that is also included. So it will be 100 plus 10 plus 10 on both sides, because this extended portion will be also included. So same portion is there on the other side. So if you see the maximum length, it will be taken from here. Yes. So the maximum length will be equal to 120 millimeter. Okay. Maximum width. How much will be the maximum width?
60.
60. Yes. What will be the maximum height? Can anyone tell me the maximum height? So we need to calculate the maximum height. For that, here this distance is 30. Okay, plus from this surface, from horizontal bottom to this surface is 30. From this flat surface to the topmost surface, the second surface is 15, plus the height of the cylinder. How much is the height of the cylinder? 30. So how much is the maximum height?
75.
Yeah. Yes. What about the others?
Yes sir, 75.
So this will be 75 millimeter. Okay. So after calculating the maximum length, width, and height, what is the first step? So now in this, we in a first angle projection method, whenever we use the first angle projection method, where we are going to draw our front view, top view, and side view. So just we'll recall this. Whenever it is a first angle projection method, front view above XY line, top view below XY line, left hand side view will be drawn on the right hand side, left hand side view, and right hand side view will be drawn on left hand side. Okay, so this is the orientation. Now in this problem, here we are going to draw the front view. So in front view, it will be having maximum length and height. Okay, in top view, we are going to use maximum length and height will be utilized for drawing. In top view, we have to use maximum length and maximum width. Okay, then in side view, it will be using height and width. Okay, now here also in side view, width and height. Okay, these are the features which we are going to use. These dimensions, with the help of these dimensions, we are going to complete our front view, top view, side view. Now side view, they have not specified which side view we have to draw, whether we have to draw the right hand side view or left hand side view. So whenever the arrow is on this side, so which is this side? When a person is standing here, okay, a person is standing. So this is the right side and this will be the left side when we are viewing towards the object. Okay, right side, left side. So this view will be right hand side view. Okay, this is right hand side view, which will be drawn on which side? Because this will be projected on a plane which is called as a profile plane. The shadow of this view will fall on this side, right? So when we open it, so it will be drawn on the left side. Okay, so if the arrow, suppose if the problem is like this, if the question is somewhat like this, and if we are observing from here, then in that case, this will be left hand side view, which will be drawn on the right hand side. So please take care of that. We are going to draw the side view, which will be right hand side view. So we require right hand side view, top view, and front view and top view. Now, most of the in assignment, what happen, or in examination, the common mistake which students do. Now the students have the maximum length, maximum width and height with us. Okay. Now what they do, in hurry, they start the problem. Okay. Everyone will obviously we will be starting with the front view, right? First. So we'll start with the front view. Okay. I'll draw the XY line. I will first complete the front view. Then I'll complete the top view. Okay. After that, for drawing the side view, the student haven't read the problem clearly. So while drawing the side view, now we have to draw right hand side view. Right hand side view will be drawn on which side? Left hand side, but there is no space here. Okay, it is coming out of the paper. So due to that, what will happen? It will be very difficult for erasing the complete front view, erasing the complete top view, and then drawing it again. Okay, so that mistake, to avoid this mistake. And one more thing, if the right hand side view is asked, then you have to draw it on the left hand side itself. Don't draw it on the right hand side. Okay, because there is no space, you can adjust your problem. It's not, you will get 0 marks for that. Okay, and even the front view and top view should be in one single line. It should be in one single line. I have seen the while evaluating some papers, the previous batches, I have seen that few students, what they do, one second, just let me add one more slide there. Yes, so in that, what they do, they draw front view here, they draw top view and side view somewhere here. So these are the three, and they draw exactly same with dimension, they draw it perfectly. But what will happen, if I want to evaluate, I will evaluate only the front view. You will get 0 marks for this, because we have to draw it in proper connection. Front view and top view should be in one line, front view and side view should be in one line. Okay, so that care you have to take while drawing the orthographic projection. Orthographic means orthogonal, it should be perpendicular to each other, right? So that has to be taken care. So let us start with the problem for today's session. Now in this, first thing which we are going to draw is the front view. Okay, so let us start with the front view of this. Simultaneously, you also start drawing. Now the thing is, how much space should be left for drawing the right hand side view and drawing the left hand side view. Okay, that is the main thing, how much space should be left. So we know that the length of the problem is 120, width is 60, and height is 75. Okay, so starting with the problem, first I'll draw the reference line, horizontal reference line. I can draw it in AutoCAD also, but this is the assignment part which you have to complete on a paper. So that's why I'm spending time on drawing it on paper. Okay, it would be very easy for me to show to explain the problem on AutoCAD, but we have to draw it on plain paper. So that's why I'm using this method. So you can directly draw. Now in my case, what is happening, the question is there, but in your case, you can directly make 4 parts of a paper and you can easily draw that. Okay, so now to complete the side view, we require 60 millimeter and 75 millimeter height. To complete the front view, we require 120 millimeter length and 75 millimeter height. And to complete the top view, we require length of 120 millimeter and width of 60 millimeter. Okay, that is the thing. So this much space is required. Now let us draw. So you have to leave 10 millimeter space. Okay, 10 millimeter space and draw a vertical line. Similarly, 10 millimeter on the other side, draw a vertical line. So these are the reference lines, we can say, okay, which we have to draw it to show the different distance between the view. And all the blue color line will be drawn as a faint line. Please take care of that. Everyone has to take care that blue color line is the projection line. The faint lines has to be drawn with very, very faint line. It should not be visible actually. So I'll leave 10 millimeter space below this. Okay, then 10 millimeter space. Yes, any difficulty till now? You can easily divide the paper into 4 equal parts and leave 10 millimeter space, 10 millimeter space, and let us start with the drawing now. Okay, so here we are going to draw the front view, here we are going to draw the top view and side view. So this is the sequence which we are going to follow. Okay, so now while drawing the front view, how much is the total distance? It is having a distance of 120 millimeters. So you take 120 millimeter and you draw a center line. Okay, a reference line we can say, or a center line you can easily draw. So I'll take 120 millimeter horizontal distance, that is 60 millimeter. You can take it in 60 millimeter. After taking 60 millimeter, you can draw a vertical center line. So this will be the reference for our question. Okay, while solving, this will be at a 60 millimeter. Somewhere here the center line will lie. Short dash, long dash line, which we have to draw, which will represent the center line of that particular question. So now while drawing the line, what I am doing, I am drawing it in the front view as well as the top view. So it will save my time, because anyhow I have to draw the center line for top view as well as for front view. So both the part I have been covered. Now, as the center line I have drawn, I have left 60 millimeter on the right side, left side, then 60 millimeter on the right side. So this is the geometric center of that question. Okay, so let us start with this. 40 millimeter is there from the center. You can see the slot. First I will draw this slot, okay, of 40 millimeter and height of 20 millimeter. So 20 millimeter height and 40 millimeter means on the center right side, left side of the center line 20 millimeter, right side on the center line 20 millimeter, and I can draw this slot. So I will start with this. I will take 20 millimeter on the right side and 20 millimeter height I will take. Okay, similarly $20 millimeter on right side, 20 millimeter on left side. I will draw a horizontal line. Please take care that I am not drawing with proper dimension. You have to draw it with proper dimension. Okay, because on my screen it is not possible to draw it with proper dimension, but you have to draw it with proper dimension and all. So this, yes,
Okay, sir.
So this distance is 20 millimeter height and 40 millimeter. So I have drawn this rectangle in front view. Now next is I want to draw this 100 millimeter line. So what will be the total distance is 100 millimeter. So I will leave 10 millimeter on the right side, 10 millimeter on the left side, and I will complete this part. Okay, so horizontal line from here, horizontal line from here. Okay, so the total distance is 100 millimeter, and you will get 10 millimeter space here because this is the vertical line you will get here. Okay, so now after that I will draw a vertical line. How much is that distance? 15 millimeter. So 15 millimeter vertical line you have to draw. -15 millimeter vertical line on the left side. Similarly, 15 millimeter vertical line on the right side, and please start drawing it on directly on assignment book so that you can save your time. Okay, directly you can draw it in assignment book. After doing this, okay, we have to draw a horizontal line of 52 millimeter, right, and which is at a distance of 30 plus 15 means at a distance of 45 millimeter. So I will take 45 millimeter in distance, right? So somewhere here it will be that 45 millimeter distance. After that I will draw a horizontal line whose length is 52 millimeter. right? So from this point, I will draw a horizontal line of 52 millimeter. Okay. So after this drawing this, I will connect these 2 points. Okay, these 2 points I will connect. I can easily connect these 2 points. Wait. Okay, connect this with an inclined line. Similarly, on the other side, you connect it with an inclined line, because it will be forming an inclination of okay. After connecting this, you have to draw a horizontal line at a distance of 30 millimeter from bottom. You have to take 30 millimeter from bottom and 15 millimeter from the top distance. Here you have to draw a dark line which will represent that there is a change of surface. Okay, this change of surface I am showing here. Okay, so now when we observe it from front, let us check our drawing. I have drawn this line. Yes, this line has been drawn. Okay, same line has been represented here. The square slot, a rectangular slot of 20 and 40 millimeter, that is also represented. Then 15 millimeter here, also 15 millimeter, 15 millimeter on both the side. Okay, then at a distance of 30 plus 15, 45 millimeter, I will draw a horizontal line whose distance is 52 millimeter. So this line is been represented. Then I'll connect these 2 points, okay, with the inclined line. So it is the same surface. So we are connecting with this. Then at a distance of 30 millimeter, I will draw a horizontal line. Okay. Any difficulty till now? Yes.
No, sir.
Okay, so you can complete up to this much part. Okay, now let us complete the cylindrical part. Okay, then we'll move to the other the small details. Let us first go to the cylindrical part. How much is the height of the cylinder? Is 30 millimeter, and diameter is again diameter is also 30 millimeter. Height 30 millimeter, diameter 30 millimeter. Okay, so from here, I will draw. Now this slot is there, right? This slot has to be represented 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. So for representing that slot, 10 millimeter line, then I'll leave 10 millimeter gap, and again I'll draw 10 millimeter vertical line. Okay. Similarly, on the other side, this gap is of, now this gap is on same on the other side also. Okay, it has not been seen here, but it is always a symmetrical gap. So this distance is 20 millimeter and total distance is 30 millimeter. So 5 millimeter it will be having a slot will be of 5 millimeter. So we have to draw that 5 millimeter distance. Just I'll draw now freehand. Okay, that small minute distance I will draw freehand. Okay, this slot has to be represented. Then you have to draw a horizontal line. Okay, then a vertical distance of 10 millimeter from bottom, again 10 millimeter. Okay, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter from both the side, and again a slot of 5 millimeter here. So in between distance is how much? 20 millimeter. Total diameter is of 30 millimeter. Height is of 30 millimeter. Is that clear? So you will get this slot in front view. When we observe it from front, you will get this detail. Then this part is remaining. Okay, so height of that part is how much? It has been given that height is of 26 millimeter. You can see here this height is given as 26 millimeter and the distance is 10 millimeter. So from here we'll take this 10 millimeter distance. Okay, then height of 26 millimeter. So I will draw a vertical line and I will connect it with here. Okay, same thing on the other side. This I'll draw it with scale so that it will look neat. 26 millimeter at a 26 millimeter, and we have to represent that slot. From bottom 10 millimeter. And then connect these 2 points. Okay, here also you can easily connect these 2 points. Okay, so here we have completed our front view. So can everyone start drawing and complete this? So I will give you 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes you can take, and you can try to complete the front view. Any difficulty in front view till now?
सर वो सिलेंडर पे स्लॉट वो 5 मिलीमीटर का कैसे आया आपको?
देखो इसका डायमीटर कितना है?
30.
और ये डिस्टेंस कितना है?
20.
सो ये साइड कितना डिस्टेंस रहेगा? 5 मिलीमीटर. वैसे उस साइड कितना रहेगा? 5 मिलीमीटर. टोटल 10 मिलीमीटर बचेगा ना?
ओके ओके सर.
हाँ. Okay, can you complete can I start the top view now? What are the features which will be seen in the top view? Let us start drawing one by one. Okay, what I'll do, I will start completing the same problem in AutoCAD so that we can see with the dimensioning how it will look with the proper dimensioning and all. Okay. Yes, anyone has completed that problem first? Front view, किसी का complete हुआ front view? Okay, whenever we are drawing with AutoCAD, okay, I will take offset distance of 60 millimeter on this side. Okay, I will convert this into center line. After that, I want to draw an object line. Okay, I'll take object line. From center, if I start, okay, at a distance of 10 millimeter, sorry, 20 millimeter, I will draw a vertical line 20 millimeter, horizontal distance F8 on of 40 millimeter, vertical distance 20 millimeter. Then from this point, I will draw horizontal distance of 50 millimeter, vertical distance of 15 millimeter. Okay. Then I'll delete this part. Can just connect these 2 points. I will switch on the line weight so that it will be visible clearly. Okay, after that, I want to connect. I want to draw another line at a distance of 52 millimeter from here. So from this point, 52 millimeter. Sorry. I'll enter from this point at a distance of 45 millimeter. and this distance will be 52, means 26 on this side. Okay, this line was drawn as a reference, so I will delete that line. L enter. From this side it will be again 26 millimeter. Okay, L enter, connect these 2 points. Similarly, from here, this total distance of 50, vertical distance 15, connect these 2 points. Okay, this portion I can trim it off, or I can shorten that length. So this line has been drawn. Now at a distance of 30 millimeters, so I want to draw a line at a distance of 30 millimeters. So L enter, from this line to this spot, I'll say select this line, O enter, at a distance of 30 millimeters above it. I will use trim, TR double enter to remove these lines. Okay, then TR double enter, this portion also is not required. Then I want to draw a cylinder. For drawing a cylinder, L enter, at a distance of 30, so 15 millimeter, vertical distance 30 millimeter, horizontal distance 30 millimeter, vertical distance again 30 millimeter. Okay, then at a distance of 10 millimeter, so I'll say offset at a distance of 10 millimeter, select this. Okay, selecting the line and drawing it. Wait for 2 minutes, just I'll connect. Okay, so I'll take 10 millimeter offset, 10 millimeter, then again offset distance of 5 millimeter I'll take on this side, 5 millimeter on the other side. So I'll use TR double enter, trim. I don't want this, I don't want this edge. Similarly here I don't want this edges. So whichever edges are not required, you can trim it off. Okay, so here we have completed the half of the front view. Now the remaining portion, horizontal distance of 10 millimeter, vertical distance 26 millimeter, and I can just connect it off. TR double enter, trim the edges. Okay, after this I will use the mirror option, select this edge, MI enter, select mirror line, enter. Okay, so here I have completed the front view. Yes, hello. How many of them have completed the front view?
Yes, sir.
Completed?
Yes,
On
sir.
assignment book?
Yes.
Okay, so let us proceed, because don't waste time. See what is happening. Lot of assignments and term worksheets and all are there. Okay, so better if I am teaching the same problem, assignment problem in the lecture, you can directly draw it in the assignment book, so that time will be saved and your problem will also get completed. Okay, so you don't have to redraw that problem, and the practice will also happen. Okay, so I will start with the top view now. Okay, I will first show the top view in the AutoCAD, so that it will be easier to you to understand. Okay, now when we observe it from top, now I require interaction from the students itself. So can anyone guess from which point I can start? Yes, any guesses?
Sir, the opposite side's right corner.
Cylinder.
Yes, we'll start with the cylinder. Okay, so I want to first locate the center of the cylinder. So this is at a distance of 60 millimeter, right? Total width is 60 millimeter. So I'll say take a offset. I'll draw 30 millimeter parallel line, and I'll convert this line into a center line. Okay, so this is the center for that cylinder. C enter. I will draw a cylinder of 15 millimeter, radius 30 millimeter, diameter. Okay, so I have started with the cylinder first. Then you can see this distance is how much? 52 and 40, 42. 52, 42. So you will get a rectangle here, 52 and 42. So that I can easily draw. So I'll use the projection lines now. Okay, better I can use the projection lines. I'll switch on that layer. Okay, I'll enter from this point. I will draw a vertical line, projection line. Similarly, I have to take a projections from here. Okay, take the projections. After taking the horizontal projection, vertical projection of these 2 points, let me take 52 millimeter, sorry, 42 by 2. How much is that?
21.
21 millimeter. Okay, so this is that 21 millimeter point. Okay, I will use the object line. I'll enter from this point. Okay, I will draw a horizontal line. I'll enter distance of 42, then 52 millimeter, and again 42 millimeter. Okay, so I will get this rectangular portion. So from top, when we observe, you will get this rectangular 52 and 42. So that I have drawn. Then when we observe it, I have to show that slot. So how we are going to show that slot? Any guesses? If I want to show this slot of 5 millimeter and 10 millimeter height, it will be shown as a object line or a hidden line.
Hidden line.
Hidden line.
It won't be visible from the top, right? So we have to show it as a hidden line. So I'll take a projection first. Okay, I will take projection of both points. Okay, after that, I'll select the hidden line, and if I want to draw it on a paper, then what I'll do, I will draw a short dash line. So this will be represented as a hidden line. So I'll just change the scale of that line so that it will be visible properly. Property of that line I'll change. Line property I'll make it 15. So it will be visible as a hidden line. Okay. So now it is visible as a hidden line. I'll match the property with the other line. No need to. Okay, 1 second. This property should be matched with the projection line. Okay. So that plot also have shown. Okay. Now after this thing we represent is right, total distance of 60 millimeter. Okay, I can draw this 60 millimeter and 100 millimeter line. So for that, again I'll take a projection. Okay, because the projections will help me. So this will be that line. I'll enter from this point. I will again take a vertical projection line. Okay, after taking this, the horizontal distance is how much? 100 millimeter. Okay, so object line, I'll enter from this point. I will take 100 millimeter. Yes, then vertical distance of 60 millimeter, horizontal distance 100 millimeter, and again I'll close this. So I will get this portion, but we have to erase few of the details that we'll see how to erase it. Okay, this much portion I have drawn. Then after that, okay, after drawing this, let us show this slot. Okay, there is underneath 40 by 20 slot is there. So if I want to show that slot, then what we can do, I have to select a hidden line. I'll enter. Okay, from this point to this point, I'll enter. Okay, now I am not taking the projection. I am taking the help of that polar. Okay, object line. So this hidden line is representing this slot. Okay, underneath there is a slot. So that has been represented by this hidden line. Now let us draw this extended portion, 10 millimeter extended, 30 millimeter width of that portion. So that we have to draw. So how we are going to start with that? Okay, so while starting it, I will take a projection first. This will be done with the projection only. Okay, so I'll take a projection. Okay, and what I'll do, total distance is how much? Width is 30. Okay, and 10 millimeter is the slot. So I'll enter. Object line first I'll select. Dark line I have to draw. Okay, from this 15 millimeter. Then here we are going to draw it up to this length, extend. We don't know that distance. Then 30 millimeter horizontal and connect it. Okay, then TR double enter. This portion won't be there. Okay, the dark line is not there, so we are going to erase that portion. Okay, so this portion is not there, so we have to erase that. Same thing is that here it is having a slot. Okay, this rectangular slot is there of 9 millimeter width, so that will be seen in the top view. So how we are going to show that slot? Okay, so for representing that slot, I'll take a projection now. Please concentrate here, this is very important. Now I will take a projection here. Okay, L enter, object line, L enter, from this point 9 mm, and then I'll connect it with this surface. See, 42 plus 9, how much is that distance?
51.
51 plus 9, 60, right? So it will be exactly matching with this point. Okay, same thing on the other side. Here it is showing some gap. Let me check what is happening. L enter, from this point it will be coming here, and same thing will be seen on the other side. Now everywhere you have to draw the same thing. L enter. Okay, similarly on the other side, here in AutoCAD I can easily use the mirror option. Okay, but in conventional drawing you have to draw it with redraw that part. Okay, okay, then similarly this edge I can, this portion I can mirror it off. Mi enter, mirror line, yes, I can mirror this edge also. Mi enter, okay, horizontal mirror line. Wait, okay, so this is the inclined surface which has been seen as a flat surface. So here we have completed our top view. I will hide the hidden lines, projection lines, so that you can view it properly. So this will be the top view of the given object. So everyone start the front view. Those who have completed the front view can complete the top view. I will wait for 10 minutes, okay, so that you can complete this front view and top view. And after completing, please post in the chat box completed, so that I can proceed for the side view. Okay.
So in top view,
Yes.
the hidden line out of the cylinder, which it is, sir, in diagram.
This one.
Yes, sir.
You can observe in this object there is a slot, right? And if I want to show this slot, how you are going to show this, right? So
Okay,
there
sir.
will there is a change in the surface. There is a vertical surface and horizontal surface at this. So this edge will, the corner point will be shown as a hidden. Okay.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay.
Sir, can you slide little left to show the diagram?
Yes. You want to see the problem?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Only two I have posted. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Only 5 I posted completed. What about the others? Okay, so we'll proceed with the side view. Okay. Now, if I want to complete the side view, please take care of that. We are going to draw it with 45-degree incline angle. Okay, on a normal paper, what is the actual practice that we'll see first. Okay. So I have to draw an incline line, 45-degree incline line. Okay, a 45-degree incline line. So what we are going to do is we have to transfer the projection from top view to front view. Okay. So I'll select the projection line. In actual practice, this should be the procedure. Okay, in offline mode. So I will take the projection. The projection will turn its direction if it. Okay. Horizontal projection. Each and every point you have to take a projections. Then this projection will turn vertically upward. Okay. Now suppose if I want to draw its base. Okay, this base I want to draw. If I with the help of projections, right? So I will take a horizontal projection from this point. Wherever these 2 points intersect, see here, this is the line. So I will select the object line now. Wherever these 2 projection line intersect, so starting from here, this is the vertical line. Similarly, on the other side, this is that line. Okay, so I have drawn these 2 edges. Now, if I want to show this rectangular face, when I observe 30 millimeter and 26 millimeter height, so I will take a projection, that also I'll draw it with projections, horizontal projection, and this projections I have to transfer it vertical. Okay. Now I will select object line. So see, this is the process for drawing the offline orthographic projection. If I want to draw it on a paper, then we have to draw it with the projections. Okay. So this portion I have drawn. If I switch off the projection layer, now you will get it. Okay, so this rectangular portion I have drawn. Now I have to complete this small portion also. So this portion I have completed. Now let us complete the remaining part. Okay, wait for 2 minutes. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, with the help of projection, the remaining part, the cylindrical part and this curve portion I will draw. So for that, I will select the projection line. You have to draw it with projection without dimensions. I'll enter. Take horizontal projections. Similarly, the projections of cylinder. This 42mm side projections you have to take. Okay. Now after taking the projections, you have to connect with the object line. So if I want to draw this 42mm line, so this will be representing that line. Okay. So here I have drawn that 42mm line. After that, I will show the cylindrical portion. Then in cylinder, that slot, now the slot should be seen when we observe it in side view. That slot will be seen as a dark line because it will be visible to us. That has to be shown as a dark line. I will switch off the projection lines. I'll enter, connect these 2 points. Okay, it has not been connected directly. This will not get connected directly. Okay, it will be, again switch on the projection lines. This line I have to take a projection of that line. So object line from this point, it will be projected up to this 9mm inside, and then again it will take a curvature. Similarly here, it will be drawn vertical line up to this point, 9mm inside, and then again it will be connected. Okay, I will switch off then projection lines so that will be visible. Okay, now I have drawn only the dark lines. Okay, I have to show the hidden. So which hidden line will be visible? This portion, this slot which is there. Okay, this slot has to be shown as a hidden. So I will show that. It's a match property, and I'll convert this into hidden. Okay. So this somewhat. So this will be the side view of a given problem. Okay. So you have to complete the side view, front view, and top view.
Sir, which is that hidden line?
This hidden line. Okay.
Yes.
This hidden line, here there is a slot, right? Underneath this object there is a slot. But when we observe it from this side, from side view, this slot won't be visible, right? But we have to show that. So for showing it, we are going to draw a hidden line. This hidden line will represent that here there is a slot. So if I draw a projection line here, see, this is that edge. Okay, the same line it has been followed. So this hidden line will represent that there is a slot underneath. Okay, so yes, you start completing this. So this is the first problem of assignment. And one more thing, I have seen that students are not giving the proper dimensioning. So whenever we want to give a proper dimensioning, what a dimensioning is expected is that don't give the dimension inside the object. So I'll show you the dimensioning, how to give the dimensioning. So this 100mm, see the 100mm distance is given. Yes, you have to show that 100mm distance. Then I want to show this 60mm. So if there is a longer dimensions, if there is a longer dimension, it will be placed apart, and the shorter dimension will be close to the object. Okay, so this will be the process. First you have to show the longer dimension, and then you have to show the middle. Now no need to give this 15 millimeter. Okay, make an habit of giving maximum 10 to 12 dimension. Don't repeat the dimensions. No need to repeat the dimensions. So this dimension 26 millimeter. This height is given as 30 millimeter, so that we have to represent. So from this point to this point, the height is 30 millimeter. Then this distance is 15. So here from this distance is 15. So I will do it here itself. Then height of the cylinder is given as 30 millimeter. Height of the cylinder 30 millimeter I will give. Okay, then there is a slot inside. So 10 millimeter that I have to show. So I'll show it here. Now see, it is intersecting, so make it pull that dimension somewhere. Dimensions 10 millimeter, 10
Sir?
millimeter. Yes.
The slot of cylinder is not connected to both of the edges of slot.
It will
of
be
cylinder.
connected. Okay. Yes. It is not connected. So for that, we have to take a projection. See, because we don't know exactly at what point that is connected. So I'll take a projection for that. Take a projection, horizontal projection first. Then transfer that point vertically above. Okay. Yes. So this is the point where that slot is connected. Okay. So use TR, double enter, trim it off. This edge, trim it off, and here you can get a straight line. Object line you will get. Wait 1 second. Yes. You will get an object line there. Same thing has to be repeated on the other side. So what I'll do, I'll use the mirror option. So I have to draw the mirror line. Done. Switch off the projection lines. So it will look somewhat like this. Okay. So if I want to give the diameter of the circle, so diameter has to be given in the top view. Wherever the actual circle is there, that portion you have to give the diameter. Similarly, you have to distribute the dimensions. If few of the dimensions you can show it in the side view, few of the dimensions you can show it in the front view. You can show few of the dimensions in the top view. Okay, so we can easily distribute the dimensions. I want to show this slot 22 millimeter. You can show it in the side view. Then this distance of 52 millimeter. Somewhere we have to show that 52 millimeter. So we'll show it here itself. Okay, 42 millimeter. Wait, yes, this 42 millimeter distance has been shown. Now 52 millimeter distance if you want to show. Okay, so you have to evenly distribute the dimensions, and dimensions will be always away from the object. It will be at least 10 millimeter away from the object. It won't intersect with the object. Okay, that care you have to take. So here we have completed that problem. First assignment number 5, first problem you can easily draw. Now let us complete the second problem. Okay, in that same assignment, there is a second problem. So using figure shows a pictorial view of an object using first angle projection method. Draw front view, top view, and right hand side view. Okay, so here there is a correction. You have to draw left hand side view instead of right hand side view. It will be, we have to draw the left hand side view. Please make a correction. Everyone, please note it down, this correction. In this second problem, okay, here it will be left hand side view instead of right hand side, because right hand side view is not possible to draw. We will be drawing a left hand side view. Okay, so I will take this problem, copy the second problem of assignment. Okay, so now the second problem. Here we have to draw. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you tell me how much is the maximum length, width, and height for this problem. Yes, everyone. Maximum length. How much is the maximum length for this problem? Where is the x direction? So you can see this A. So this is the x direction. Okay. So here in this direction you can, this is the x direction, perpendicular to this 90. Okay. So the maximum length will be equal to 90 plus 74 plus R20. Okay, that will be the maximum length. Okay, 90 plus 74 plus R20. Please note it down somewhere. Okay, maximum length. Then maximum width. Can anyone guess maximum width? Maximum width. How much is the maximum width?
114.
114, right. Maximum width is 114. Maximum height?
130.
130.
130 millimeter. Okay. So let us start with the front view. Now we have to first draw the front view. We have to draw front view, top view, and right hand side view. Right hand side view will be drawn. Sorry, in this case, we have to draw the left hand side view. Please make a correction here. Already I have, so in the question they are saying right hand side view. So we have to draw the left hand side view because right hand side view is not possible in this case. So we have to draw the left hand side view. Okay. So while starting, here we are going to draw the front view, top view, and left hand side view will be drawn on the right hand side. Okay, that is the change which we are going to. One second. Just make it. Okay. So in this, when we start drawing, okay, we require 184 millimeter to complete the front view, that is length, okay, and height of 130 millimeter. So when we observe it from front, so first let us draw this rectangular portion, 20 millimeter and 130 millimeter. Okay, so while drawing that, okay, starting from this L enter, from this point, vertical distance, I will take object line. L enter, vertical distance of 130 millimeter, horizontal distance 20 millimeter, again vertical distance 130 millimeter, and then 20 millimeter. So we are going to draw this portion, right? When we observe 20 millimeter and 130 millimeter, that is at the base. Okay, so this portion I have drawn first. Then we have to locate Okay, the distance between them. See this? Here the bottom distance is not given. How much is the exactly when at what distance it has been fixed? Okay, so the distance between them is 70 millimeter. Okay, so from this center to this slot, this distance is given as 70 millimeter and the radius is 20 millimeter. Okay, now we have to calculate the dimensions. So how we are going to calculate the dimensions? See here, from this top surface to the center of this circle, the distance is 20 millimeter. 20 plus 70, that will be 90 millimeter. So from top at a distance of 90 millimeter, okay, L enter, from this top distance at a distance of 90 millimeter, we are going to draw a horizontal line whose length is of again 90 millimeter and vertical distance of 20 millimeter and again 90 millimeter. So this portion I have drawn. Okay, and it yes, any difficulty in this portion while drawing this? See what I have done. From the top surface to the center of the circle is given the radius of 20, so that distance is 20. Then in the question itself it is given 70 millimeters. So from center of the circle to the top surface, how much is that distance? 70. So total distance from the top surface to the horizontal line is 90 millimeters. So I have taken that 90 millimeter and from that I have drawn this distance. Okay, then at a distance of 90 millimeter, we have to draw a center line. Okay, here you will get a center line and we can continue the same thing. See, 74 millimeter plus 20, so this will be again 94 millimeter. L enter. From this point we have to draw 94 millimeter. Okay, vertical distance 20 millimeter and again coming back to it. So now what is happening? The problem is going out of the box. So what I can do now, in this case I can easily shift it, but in your case what you have to do, you have to plan it properly. MOVE, move this slightly with 20 millimeter. Okay, so I have shifted my axis by 20 millimeters, so it is within the limit. So I have drawn this horizontal line. Now I have to draw the center line. Okay, L enter. From this point I will draw vertical center line. Okay, so I will represent this cylinder. So how much is the maximum diameter of that cylinder? Yes, anyone? 60 millimeter. What happened? Everyone is silent. Am I audible there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So,
So we want to represent this cylinder in the front view. So for representing it, what is the maximum diameter? 60 millimeter is the maximum in the outer diameter and inner diameter is 40 millimeter. So for representing that, and height is of 44 millimeter. Okay, so I will select object line, L enter. From this point 44 millimeter. Okay, then I'll say offset of distance of 60, O enter, offset of 30, because on right side 30, left side 30, L enter. Okay, so this is the cylinder and this was drawn as a reference line, so I will delete that. Okay, so I have drawn this cylinder. Okay, after that I will connect this point with this. Okay, so this is the rib which I have connected, and we want to draw it normal orthographic projection, so that's why we are not taking a section. Okay, we are drawing it as a normal orthographic projection. Then this hole of 40 millimeter, right, a cylindrical, the cylinder is hollow from inside, so we have to draw that. So how much is that offset distance? You can see outer diameter is 60, inner diameter is 40, so the distance between them on each side will be 10. So I will take offset of 10 from this point, 10 millimeter, from this point 10 millimeter. Okay, and I have to extend it. This hole always it is till the bottom. Please take care, take a note of this. The hole will be till the bottom, and then we have to convert this into hidden line, because it is an orthographic projection. We have to show the hidden lines. Okay, property, So I will show it as a property. I can increase little will and make it 25. Okay. So the hidden line has been drawn. So now this portion has been completed. Okay. This slot, the circular slot part which we have to cover, complete now. How much is the vertical distance? 22 millimeter, and 6 millimeter is the depth. So that, to represent that, okay, 6 millimeter from the cylinder, 22 millimeter from the edge. So that we have to draw it here. L enter 6 millimeter, then vertical distance 22 millimeter, and the radius of 14 millimeter. Okay. This portion is small circular, but here there is a hole inside it, and at a distance of 14 millimeter you have to draw a center line first. So I will draw a center line at a distance of 14 millimeter. I have already taken that. Okay, then we have to show that, okay, hidden line of dia 16 means 8 on the other side, both the side 8 millimeters. So I'll say offset this at a distance of 8 millimeter, above it, below it. And from that point I will draw hidden lines. And that hole will be throughout. Okay, whenever there is a hole, it will be throughout the object. Okay, so that we are showing it. Select this line and change the property of that. This was drawn as a reference, so I will delete it. Okay, so the cylindrical part has been completed, this curvature. Now the slot. Okay, when we observe it from front, you will get a hidden line at a distance of 20 millimeter. First I will draw a center line and diameter of 20. So for representing it, offset of 20 on this side, this should be a center line, offset of 10 on both sides. Convert this, select this line, match property, this should be hidden. Okay, and this should be, center lines are always extended away from the object. Okay, so this circular portion also been shown in the front view as a hidden. Then this circular slot of 16 millimeter is also shown in the front view. Okay, hollow cylinder is also shown, okay, with the hidden line. Now you can see that these two holes we have to represent. So from the top, it is at a distance of 20 millimeter and hole of 12, dia 12. So at a distance of 20 millimeter, first I'll take offset at a distance of 20 millimeter from here. Okay, then I'll convert this as a center line. I'll say offset of 6 on top, 6 on bottom. Okay, because the diameter is of 12, so it will be at a distance of 6. I'll select these two lines. I'll select this as a reference, match property, convert this into hidden. Okay, so you will get a hole there, and the bottom there is no hole. So here we have completed its front view. So this will be the normal front view. Now I want to complete its top view. So for top view, again I will draw it with projection, or you can go with dimensions. 1/114 is the maximum width. So I will go with first all the object line I have to show. Okay, I will show the object lines first. 114, 20, 114, 20. Okay, this portion I can easily show. Then I'll show the center line. L enter from this point. Okay, I want to draw a center line. L enter. Okay, this will represent my center line. So I will extend it out. Similarly, here the center line is there. I will pull it down. The intersection, so I will get a circle here of 15 millimeter. sorry, 20 millimeter object line it should be. Then again, C enter. One of diameter 40, another of diameter 60. So radius 30, radius 20 and radius 30. I have drawn two circles. Okay, connect it with the straight line. So L enter, line, and rib thickness is 10 millimeters, offset of 5. Okay, PR double enter. This was drawn as a reference. So this rib portion also I have drawn. Okay. Then this outer border, okay, 32 millimeter from this side. You can see this 32 millimeter. So on the other side also it will be having a distance of 32 millimeter. So that we can directly take it with dimension 32 millimeter. Draw a straight line. Same thing on the other side. L enter from this point 32 millimeter and straight it connected. Okay. Now I want to draw this outer circle of radius 20. So C enter. So for that, first I'll pull this, take a reference, C enter of 20, PR double enter, remove this edges, L enter. From this point will be tangent. Actually this should be tangent. So my tangent should be on. Okay. Same thing on the other side, or you can use the mirror option. And in normal practice, you have to draw tangential. Approximate tangent you can take. No need to take exact tangent, okay, while drawing normal. Then 20 millimeter inner hole is there. So C enter of 10 millimeter radius. So 20 millimeter. So this will be from top, you will get this feature. Now, this portion is remaining, okay, which is having a width of radius 14. So 28 millimeter. So I have to show that. So while showing that, you can directly take a projection. Okay, projection lines, I'll switch it on. Take a projection from that point. Vertical projection, 1 second. L enter. Take a vertical projection. Now I'll select object line. From this point, 14 millimeter. Connect it with up to cylinder, okay? Don't leave space there. Connect it up to cylinder, L enter. From this point also, 14 millimeter. And if I connect with 6 millimeter, then what will happen here? It will be somewhat like this. Here, double enter. Okay. And inside there is a hole of 16 millimeter diameter, so 8. L enter. From these 2 points, offset 8. Delete the reference. I want hidden lines here, so select this as a reference, match property, hidden. Okay. Similarly, here you will get a slot, so this won't be visible in top view. So we have to again show it as a hidden. So at a distance of 20 millimeters, same thing we have to do it here. Offset at a distance of 20. Okay. Then again offset at a distance of O enter of 8 millimeter. Sorry, how much is the hole diameter? 12 millimeter. At a distance of 30. This is given at a distance of 30 from the Also, you have to select that distance. L enter at a distance of 30. Okay, so this will be the center line. Offset of 6 on this side, 6 on the other side. Select these two lines and convert it into hidden. Select this line, convert it into hidden. Okay, and the remaining portion you can directly use a mirror option. MI 1, 2, 3. Yes. So here we have completed our top view of this problem. So front view and top view have to complete, and similarly we can draw the side view. Yes, can you complete the side view now for that assignment? The two portion, the front view and top view have completed. Okay, now you have to complete the side view. Yes, start drawing. How many of them have completed the front first problem? First problem completed, please post in the chat box. No one. First completed first problem. Yes, 1, 2, 3. 3 students have been. Okay, post your attendance. Others, yes, everyone, please post your attendance in the chat box. Okay, those who have completed the first problem, try to complete the second problem. Only the in the second problem, the side view is remaining. So I hope you can complete that side view and you can post the attendance. Assignment. You can post assignment today itself. You can close this assignment. Okay. Others don't do. Those who have not yet submitted the assignment of AutoCAD, start submitting it. I will again. The third assignment is also pending. Okay, the isometric projection. So on Monday, I will teach you that assignment, how to complete that isometric in AutoCAD, and then you can complete that assignment also. So in total, there are total 7 assignments, out of which 5 assignments I have posted. 2 are still remaining. Then term worksheet, not a single term worksheet has been completed. So total 4 term worksheets are there, out of which first term worksheet I have posted in the ERP. that is on projection of solids. The first problem is similar to the assignment problem. You can just check that problem. You can redraw that problem. First problem of that assignment. The second and third problem I will post it. So you can complete the deadline. You have to check the deadline for that assignment. It is on Monday. Term work sheet. For the term work, you have to prepare another. We have already mentioned that you have to make 3 sketchbook, one for classwork, one for term work, and one for the assignment. So already the assignment and classwork book you are using. So the one book which is there, in which you have to complete the term work sheets. Okay. So that part you complete as early as possible. Still 3 term work sheets are remaining. What are those? Just I'll go through that. I will show you which are the sheets remaining. Okay. So assignment. One second. Okay. So the projection of solid, the term work sheet number 1, 3 problems are there. Already first problem is same as the assignment problem. You have to complete remaining 2. So section of solid, this part I have skipped. Okay, I have not given the term worksheet 2. Okay, instead of that, what we'll do, orthographic projection directly, term worksheet number 3, that will be your term worksheet number 2. Okay, in which orthographic projection, 1 problem on orthographic projection and 1 problem on sectional orthographic projection. So these 2 problems you have to complete on that third book, that is term work book. Okay. The 3 problems on projection of solids which you have to complete. Then after that, orthographic projection 1 problem, sectional orthographic projection 1 problem, and term worksheet number 3 will be on isometric. 1, 2, and 3 problems will be there. 1, 2, and 3 problems on the term worksheet. Okay, so these 3 sheets will be posted on ERP. Then assignment, already we have completed line assignment, plane assignment we have completed. Then projection of solids also completed. Section of solid we have not yet started. Okay, I have kept that as a pending. Then orthographic projection we have started this. Okay, you can complete. Then assignment on isometric view. Okay, already the first problem I have taught you. We have completed the first problem of isometric, and the second problem I will, in next lecture, in coming lecture, I will teach you the second problem of that assignment. Okay. Then missing views we are not yet started. Curves we have completed. Wait for 2 minutes. Then assignment engineering curves we have already completed. AutoCAD sheet 1 and 2 I have posted in ERP. Few of them have already completed that assignment. That is AutoCAD sheet number 1 and 2. The AutoCAD sheet number 3, which we are going to complete on Monday. So Monday morning we'll be concentrating on AutoCAD sheet. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 problems. All these 3 problems we are going to complete on Monday practical itself. During that practical itself, we are going to complete this 3 problem. Then AutoCAD sheet number 4, we have not yet started with that. Okay, so these are the term work part remaining. So please don't waste time. Do it as early as possible. Okay, thank you. You can leave the lecture.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I will post the recording as early as possible. Yes.
सर IE1 के मार्क्स तो सर कभी याद भी देंगे.
I1 के क्या चाहिए तुमको?
सर मार्क्स